Hey folks, we're going to play with physics inside Motion Monster and see what it takes to set up physics inside a scene. Alright, so I've got a blank scene here inside Motion Monster, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on a background color for this scene, so it's simply a little easier on the eyes as you're watching the video there. Next, we are going to grab the brush tool. I'm going to draw a little hill for a ball to roll down. I'm going to turn on fill for the brush, and let's choose a green color, and I'm going to draw a little hill. This is going to be with my mouse, and so it may not look particularly amazing, but it will get the job done. And so we've got a lovely hill there. Now let's go ahead and draw a ball. So I'm going to change the fill color, and let's draw a ball to roll down this hill. And with that right there, we've got enough to kind of play around with physics. And so I'm going to go to the Move tool. I'm going to select the hill. I'm going to go to the Physics tab in the Properties. It's the fourth tab over. I'm going to turn on physics with that button right there. I'm going to change the body type of the hill to static. That means it's not going to move in the scene. It's going to stay in place. For the ball, I simply need to turn that one on for the scene. Now, physics needs more than one frame to work on, so I'm going to extend this scene out. I'm going to click on frame 100 and hit A to extend the scene. And now I can simply turn on live physics right here, and I can see physics in action. I'm going to hit the space bar, and we can see that ball rolling down the hill. Pretty cool. Now, if I wanted to keep these frames, I could simply hit bake, and then it would turn those physics frames into actual frames on your timeline. But I'm actually want to show you a few other things too. So I'm going to turn off live physics. I'm actually going to delete that frame 100 so I can add a few extra things to the scene. I'm going to add a moving platform so you can see how that might work in this physics scene. So I'm going to grab the ellipse tool. Actually going to click and hold that so I can get to the rectangle tool. I'm going to turn fill on for this. Let's choose maybe a purple color. I'm going to go ahead and make a rectangle. And this is going to be a moving platform, something like that. Next, I'm going to click and hold that again and go back to the ellipse. Let's give the rectangle something for it to bounce off the moving platform there. I'm going to hold down Shift and make a perfect circle. This is going to bounce off of the moving platform. Before I forget, let's go ahead and go to the Move tool and turn on physics for these objects. So I've got the ball selected. I'm going to turn physics on for that. I'm going to go to the moving platform, turn physics on for that. This one I need to change the body type to kinematic. Kinematic means it's going to act out. It's going to move as I tell it to move along the timeline. We'll see that as I set some keyframes for the moving platform. One more thing I want to add to this scene so you can kind of see how it works. We're going to add kind of a chain or a rope to this so you can see how ragdoll might work. So I'm going to use that line tool, and I'm clicking on existing dots to make them connected. If you ever used a program like Pivot, this will be very familiar to you. And so I've got kind of a chain there. I'm going to select this. I'm going to turn physics on for this. I'm going to turn ragdoll on all the way. And then I'm going to say pinned. Pinned means that this root, this orange dot, is going to stay in place. So it's not going to fall. It's going to kind of sway back and forth as the platform hits it. Let's go ahead and give this a color, maybe something like a brown. There we go. All right, so now I need to set some keyframes for the moving platform, and then we can see this scene in action. So let's go to like frame 35. I'm going to hit A. I'm going to move this platform so it's bumping the rope, and that will move once we turn physics on. I'm going to go to frame 70, hit A, put it back where it was, and then go to frame 105 and hit A and move it forward again. All right, now let's kind of make sure that the platform is moving. All right, it's a little stiff, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on ease in and ease out for those keyframes there. So I'm just clicking in the gap between those keyframes, turn ease in and out on, and hit space to play it. That's a little closer to what I was picturing. All right, and so now I'm going to go to frame 1. I think physics is on for all of these things. I'm going to go to the Physics tab, turn on live physics, and let's see what happens. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off live physics. I'm going to kind of just adjust the position of this yellow ball so it hits the platform a little better there. And let's see what happens. There we go. Cool. So that's kind of an example of how physics would work. One last thing, if you're curious to see if it works with images. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in some images, some crates. These are images from Kenny. He's an asset maker. If you do any game development, you're probably familiar with his work. And so these are just kind of images there. I'm going to select those and just kind of position those. And with all of these selected, I'm going to turn physics on for those. And then I'm simply going to right click those and copy to all frames. And now if I turn live physics back on, those crates should fall. There we go. So now we see physics in action. Hopefully this made sense to you. Please ask any questions if you've got any. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you guys make with it.